కూడా ప్రారంభిస్తారు.
ఆన్లైన్ ఉందిగా చెక్ 1 2 చెక్ 1 2
ఆటో రిక్షాస్ మరియు లైట్ కమర్షియల్ వెహికల్స్ని లాంఛనంగా ప్రారంభిస్తారు. మనందరికీ తెలిసిన విధంగానే సిఎన్జి కార్బన్ ఎమిషన్ని తగ్గించి అఫోర్డబుల్గా మరియు ఎకనామికల్గా ఎకో ఫ్రెండ్లీగా ఉండటం గమనిస్తూ ప్రజలకి అనుగుణంగా ఉండటం, వారి సౌకర్యాల్ని దృష్టిలో పెట్టుకోవడం లాంఛనంగా ఈ ప్రారంభోత్సవానికి పునాదిగా మనం భావించవచ్చు. ఈరోజు ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు తమ సమయాన్ని కేటాయించి ప్రారంభోత్సవం చేస్తున్నారు. ఫ్లాగ్ ఆఫ్ చేస్తున్నటువంటి విజువల్స్ మనం చూస్తున్నాం. పవర్డ్ 2 వీలర్స్ ర్యాలీ వారు నిలబడి ఉన్నారు. అక్కడ ఫ్లాగ్ ఆఫ్ చేసి ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు ప్రారంభిస్తున్నారు. their hands together and give a huge round of applause. టూ వీలర్స్ ఇక వేగంగా సురక్షితంగా ఎకో ఫ్రెండ్లీగా తిరుపతి రోడ్ల మీద లాంఛనంగా తిరగబోతున్నాయి. అలాగే ఆటో రిక్షాస్ కూడా ఇవన్నీ సిఎన్జి బేస్డ్ అండ్ లైట్ కమర్షియల్ వెహికల్స్, వీటిని కూడా ఫ్లాగ్ ఆఫ్ చేసి ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు ప్రారంభోత్సవం చేశారు. జపాన్ బృందం కూడా విజువల్స్లో మనకు కనిపిస్తూ ఉన్నారు. వారు ఈ పెద్ద ప్రాజెక్టులో ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ ప్రభుత్వంతో చేయి కలిపి ఎన్నో ఇన్వెస్ట్మెంట్స్ని కూడా చేయనున్నారు. ఏజీఎన్పీ ప్రథమ్ థింగ్ గ్యాస్ ఎంతో ప్రయత్నించి మరియు ఈ సిఎన్జి వివిధ రకాలుగా ప్రజలకి అందుబాటులోకి తీసుకురావాలి అనే ఒక దృఢ సంకల్పంతో ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్లో మరియు ఇతర రాష్ట్రాల్లో వేగంగా తమ బ్రాంచెస్ని స్థాపిస్తూ వస్తున్నారు. సస్టైనబుల్ ఫ్యూయల్ సొల్యూషన్ కోసం ఇలాంటి వాహనాలు ప్రతి రాష్ట్రంలో ప్రవేశపెట్టాలి అనే ఉద్దేశంతో ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు విచ్చేశారు ఈ ప్రాంగణంలోకి. వారికి స్వాగతం పలుకుతున్నారు ఏజీఎన్పీ ప్రథమ్ థింగ్ యాజ్ లీడర్షిప్ టీమ్, అలాగే సిఇఓ మరియు ఇతర అతిథులందరూ ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారికి స్వాగతం పలుకుతున్నారు. Gives us great pleasure to welcome the Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu. As we see the visuals, Shri Abhilesh Gupta, MD and CEO, AGNP Pratham Thing Gas, is welcoming the Honorable Chief Minister. A company that is revolutionizing the way we think about energy distribution in India. As a trusted leader in the city gas distribution sector, AGNP Pratham Thing Gas has consistently set benchmarks in delivering clean, reliable and affordable natural gas. Honorable Chief Minister will be meeting the Japanese team for a meeting, and he will be joining us in a short while. I request all of you to please be seated. దయచేసి అందరినీ కూర్చోవలసిందిగా మనవి చేస్తున్నాం. ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు ఏజీఎన్పీ ప్రథమ్ థింగ్ గ్యాస్ టీమ్ మరియు జపాన్కి చెందిన బృందాన్ని కలిసి ఈ ప్రాంగణంలోకి ఈ వేదిక మీదకి రానున్నారు మరొక 10 నిమిషాల్లో. May I request everyone to remain seated? AG&P Pratham Thingas, MD and senior leadership team is to be seen along with the Honorable Chief Minister, welcoming him and briefing him about the project, while the Honorable Chief Minister will have a brief session with the Japanese consortium. Ladies and gentlemen, the management of AG&P Pratham Thingas, along with the Japanese investors, are briefing the Honorable Chief Minister about various business operations and investment plans in the state of Andhra Pradesh. Having a presence in more than 10 states and 50 districts, AG&P Pratham Thingas has become one of the largest gas distribution networks in India, developing a strong ecosystem of CNG stations, pipelines, and industrial supply chains to support clean energy adoption, reducing carbon footprints with environmental friendly solutions, contributing to India's ambitious climate goals. AG&P Pratham Thingas truly specializes in its dedication and making a clean energy accessible and affordable to every citizen, bridging the gap between rural and urban India and fueling the nation's growth and sustainability. Check. And the time has come for the much awaited inauguration of AGNP Pratham Thingas Natural Gas Infrastructure Elements in the state of Andhra Pradesh by our Honorable Chief Minister, Shri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu. And it gives us great pleasure to welcome our Honorable Chief Minister, showcasing of AGNP Pratham Thingas Natural Gas Infrastructure Elements in Andhra Pradesh. And it's my great honor and privilege to invite all the guests onto the stage. Mukhyamantri Shri Nara Chandrababu Naidu gariki savininga swagatam palukutunam. Sri BC Janardhan Reddy garu, Honorable Minister, Investments and Infrastructure, variki kuda swagatam palukutunam. Sri Anagani Satyaprasad garu, Honorable District Incharge Minister, variki kuda swagatam palukutunam. Sri Daggumalla Prasad Rao garu, Honorable MP Chittoor, variki kuda savininga swagatam palukutunam. Sri P Venkatamani Prasad garu, Honorable MLA Chandragiri, variki kuda swagatam. Alage Sri Suresh Kumar IAS Principal Secretary, variki kuda swagatam palukutu. Sri Abhilesh Gupta, MD and CEO, AGNP Pratham Thingas, a hearty and a warm welcome. And it gives us great pleasure to welcome the team, the Japan team, Sri Takeshi Shunaharo, MD, Osaka Gas India, Sri Kazuhiro Hasumi, President, Konaike India Private Limited, Sri Jitausho Takahiro, Chairman and MD, Sumitomo Corporation India Private Limited, and Sri Ashish Bansal, MD, Pondi Oxides and Chemicals Limited. It gives us great pleasure to welcome all the dignitaries. Thank you so much for joining us. And on that note, may I request our Honorable Chief Minister to light the ceremonial lamp and begin the proceedings. Mukhyamantri Garni Jyoti Prajwalana Chesi కార్యక్రమాన్ని ప్రారంభించవలసిందిగా మనవి చేస్తున్నాం. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు ఈరోజు మరి AGNP ప్రథమ్ థింగ్ గ్యాస్ కార్యక్రమాన్ని లాంఛనంగా రేణిగుంట వద్ద ఒక సాధారణ పౌరులు ఇంటికి వెళ్ళి అక్కడ గ్యాస్ పైప్లని లాంఛనంగా ప్రారంభించి అక్కడ టీ స్వయంగా ఆయనే పెట్టి అలాగే వెహికల్ ర్యాలీని ఫ్లాగ్ ఆఫ్ చేసి వేదిక మీదకి రావడం జరిగింది. భానుప్రకాష్ గారు అలాగే చంద్రగిరి ఎమ్మెల్యే గారు వారిని కూడా వేదిక మీదకి ఆహ్వానిస్తున్నాం. కాళహస్తి ఎమ్మెల్యే వారిని కూడా వేదిక మీదకి సవినీయంగా ఆహ్వానిస్తున్నాం. ఎమ్మెల్సీ శ్రీకాంత్ గారిని కూడా వేదిక మీదకి రావాల్సిందిగా మనవి చేస్తున్నాం. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it gives me great pleasure to request Mr. Abhilesh Gupta, Managing Director and CEO of AGNP Pratham, to share the company's vision for natural gas infrastructure development in the region with the Honorable Chief Minister and dignitaries.
Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, it's an absolute pleasure and privilege here to be present along with the Chief Minister. It's a decisive step to journey towards the cleaner and greener Andhra Pradesh. To begin with, I would like to extend my heartfelt gratitude to the Chief Minister, the Honorable Ministers, respected Member of Parliament, MLAs, Honorable Principal Secretaries, District Collector, State and Administration Officers here. I would also like to welcome our customer who is present here. Sir, your encouragement and proactive leadership have fueled our zeal to contribute to the state's sustainable development. Let me make a moment to introduce AGNV Pratham and Thingas. Together, we are proud to be the leading player in the city gas distribution in the country. We are having 50 districts which we are developing, covering 10% of India's area. Under the aegis of PNGRB, a regulatory body under the central government. Sir, we will hold the distinction of being the only 100% foreign direct investment greenfield project in India. Our marquee investors include I Square Capital, a global $40 billion group, Osaka Gas, Japanese Overseas Investment Corporation, which is a Japanese government arm, Sumitomo Corporation, and Konaike. We together bring unparalleled industry experience, technical know-how, and significant experience to see that Andhra Pradesh is also developed the way we have developed other part in the global. In Andhra Pradesh itself, we have a very strong footprint. We cover 7 districts. We have already given 23,000 domestic connections. 50 plus industry and commercial customers are using our gas. We have 51 CNG stations and more than 700 kilometers of pipeline we have laid. We are committed to make an investment of almost 10,000 crore in coming few years to develop this infrastructure. And sir, it is important to note that this is the infrastructure investment which is happening on the downstream, which will help bringing more and more investment in the form of industrialization. They would seek for a cleaner fuel. The gas which is being produced in Andhra Pradesh can be used in Andhra, and we will ensure that we will provide that last mile connectivity to almost every kind of customers. A special thank to Honorable Chief Minister for flagging of the CNG rally today. This is a rally which is a testament to shift toward the cleaner and greener mobility in Andhra Pradesh. While we are committed to set up hundreds of these CNG distribution stations, which were lacking earlier, I think it is important to see that there is an adoption of CNG vehicles both in private and public utilities. And if that happens, the infrastructure development, the investment which we have made is really going to be fruitful. And we are committed to make that particular thing fruitful. We would also like to commit the development of LNG corridors along the highways in Andhra Pradesh. And you have long coastal areas, big ports where a lot of activities are happening. And I can confirm to you that these corridors will ensure that there is a clean and economical fuel available for long-haul trucks. And it is going to reduce the logistic cost by 20 to 30%. And this is something which we would like to commit, that we will be supplying this LNG in compared to diesel around 20 to 30% cheaper. Let me also take the moment to thank the Honorable Chief Minister. If you recall, you did a groundbreaking ceremony in Sri City 2 months back, where you have also flagged our gas infrastructure development project. And I can confirm to you that within next 3 months itself, Sri City will see that natural gas is available to all the industries there. It will boost the investment in Sri City with a lot of manufacturing activities based on clean fuel. This is also going to be an additional revenue for the state because it's in the VAT, and additional revenue by form of VAT is going to be there. And I am thankful to you, sir, by confirming the VAT rate at 5%, which makes this fuel very competitive also. Thank you very much, sir. Lastly, what most important part of that, how do we improve the quality of life of the household ladies by providing safe 24/7 cooking fuel and heating needs. We are deeply honored by the inauguration of domestic PNG supply in the holy city of Tirupati today. And I can tell you, sir, you have inaugurated one connection where it is giving us a strength to do almost 1 lakh connection going forward in very few years' time. But sure, sir, we will seek some support from the state government that you should be looking at some policies, what you have been extending to LPG users, a similar kind of benefit if you can extend to pipeline gas user also, which we have discussed. I think a poor lady can certainly use this fuel, which is considered as a premium fuel for others. So we'll seek this support that we can reach to the large part of domestic customers if we same support or same incentive is given to PNG users also. Once again, we thank you and other dignitaries for their presence, their visions for the sustainable future. With your support, we are confident that Andhra Pradesh will lead the nation in economic development by embracing clean energy solution, creating a brighter and greener future. Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much, Mr. Gupta. Thank you for the heartfelt welcome and for sharing AGNP Pratham Think Gas vision for Andhra Pradesh, as well as its commendable contribution in various parts of India. It is truly inspiring to witness the tremendous progress in our state made possible through the steadfast support of our global partners and leadership of the state. Now, let us take a moment to watch a short video that offers a glimpse into AGNP Pratham's Think Gas business operations and plans for Andhra Pradesh in the coming up years.
India is well on its way to transform its energy landscape with strong commitment from the government and advancements in the energy sector. To achieve the ambitious goal of net zero carbon emissions by 2050, it is crucial for the country to embrace cleaner and more sustainable fuel alternatives.
India is making great efforts in green growth and energy transition. It impacts development at all levels, from individuals to nations.
Andhra Pradesh, the state that sparked progress through industrialization and infrastructure development, is now experiencing remarkable growth in its energy sector, IT industry, and port infrastructure. The state government is steadfast in creating a congenial industry environment, attracting global investments, thus generating job opportunities in the state. A movement has begun, and AGNP Pratham and Think Gas together are part of this movement.
AGNP Pratham is developing a city gas distribution network in 7 districts of Andhra Pradesh: Vayasar Kadapa, Anantpur, Sri Satya Sai, Annamaya, Tirupati, Chittoor and Sri Poti Sri Ramulu Nallore. Over the next few years, AGNP Pratham Think Gas plans to build more than 3,000 kilometers of pipeline to bring natural gas to industries, commercial establishments, households and 50 plus CNG stations, including 3 LCNG stations in Andhra Pradesh. AGNP Pratham serves over 22,000 plus PNG customers and several CNG vehicle users.
Natural gas is clean, safe, reliable, affordable and convenient to transport and use. AGNP Pratham Think Gas is proud to play a part in the progress of transforming Andhra Pradesh to a gas-based economy. A humongous effort made possible with a committed investment of rupees 10,000 crore in the upcoming years in partnership with our global investors who believed in our efforts, making AGNP Pratham Think Gas the largest 100% FDI company in the CGD industry in India. People of Andhra Pradesh will stand to benefit through improved quality of life, industrial growth and employment. AGNP Pratham Think Gas takes this opportunity to thank the government of Andhra Pradesh for their support and facilitation. Jai Hind.
Thank you very much, ladies and gentlemen. It's remarkable to witness the growth and expansion of AGNP Pratham Think Gas across the state in a short span of time. The company continues to fulfill fuel needs across various segments while promoting eco-friendly development, benefiting not only the people but also leaving a minimal environmental footprint. I now request Mr. Abhilesh Gupta, MD and CEO, to hand over the remote to the Honorable Chief Minister. And Honorable Chief Minister will formally launch the AGNP Pratham Think Gas infrastructure elements in Andhra Pradesh by pressing the remote. Gauravaniyulaiన Mukhyamantri Garni remote press chesi AGNP Pratham Think Gas infrastructure elements ni ప్రారంభించవలసిందిగా మనవి చేస్తున్నాం. Now we go live to Pondy Oxides and Chemicals Limited, a video telecast of industrial piped natural gas supply. A huge round of applause. Thank you. Thank you, sir. With this gesture industrial PNG supply to a major industry in Gajulamandyam, Pondi Oxides and Chemicals Limited is commissioned. We congratulate Sri Ashish Bansal, MD, POCL, who has joined us today on choosing the right fuel option and the business operations of Andhra Pradesh and Tamil Nadu as well. Thank you, sir. Thank you so much. And next we proceed to the formal launch of AGNP Pratham Think Gas Mother Station at Anupalli in Chittoor district. This facility will act as an independent gas source for Chittoor district, and the station will cater to the CNG needs for transportation and mobility in the region, promoting sustainable practices. Also, we move on to the unveiling of the foundation stone for the LCNG, liquefied compressed natural gas station in Nellore by the Honorable Chief Minister, and will provide assured, uninterrupted gas supplies to Nellore town, which will enhance accessibility to CNG for Nellore district and its neighboring areas. Furthermore, to foster opportunities and development in the city gas distribution segment, AGNP Pratham Think Gas is establishing a skill development center. And it's truly enriching to witness these groundbreaking developments by AGNP Pratham Think Gas, brought to life through the unwavering support of the Honorable Chief Minister and Government of Andhra Pradesh. I now request Mr. Felicitation to present the keys to the Tirupati Municipal Commissioner. Congratulations and thank you very much, sir. This gesture reaffirms the state's commitment to sustainable municipal solid waste management practices. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. Well, ladies and gentlemen, it's my immense pleasure and privilege to talk a few lines about our Honorable Chief Minister, who is a pioneer in transformative governance and a statesman who has redefined the roadmap for progress in Andhra Pradesh. With an unwavering focus on his visionary Andhra Pradesh Vision 2047, the Honorable Chief Minister is steadfastly steering Andhra Pradesh towards becoming a global hub of innovation, industry and inclusivity. From championing cutting-edge technological advancements to fostering sustainable development, his leadership exemplifies a perfect blend of futuristic thinking and grassroots empowerment. Under his guidance, Andhra Pradesh has witnessed remarkable strides in infrastructure, establishments of world-class institutions, and dynamic reforms that have elevated the state's prominence both nationally and globally. Ladies and gentlemen, please put your hands together while I welcome the trailblazer of modern Andhra Pradesh, a true architect of change, our Honorable CM Sri Nara Chandrababu Naidu Garu, for his address.
MD, CEO, AGNP Pradhan, Mr. Akhilesh Gupta, MD, Okasa Gas, Takeshi Shinohara, President, Koneke India, Kazuhiro Asumi, Chairman, Sumitomo Corporation, Jitosha Takahiro, MD, Pondi Chemicals, Ashish Bansal, MP, Chittoor, Daggumala Prasad Rao, Honorable Ministers, Anagana Satyaprasad, BC Janardhan Reddy, MLA, local MLA, PMU Prasad, Honorable MLAs, Secretary and I&I Suresh Kumar, dignitaries and friends. చాలా సంతోషం ఈరోజు ఒక వండర్ఫుల్ ప్రాజెక్ట్కి మళ్ళీ ముందు తీసుకుపోవడానికి తిరుచానూరు టౌన్లో ఇప్పుడే ఒక ఇంటికి వెళ్ళాను. ఇంటికి వెళ్ళి ఏజీ&పి గ్యాస్ కనెక్షన్ని డైరెక్ట్గా కనెక్ట్ చేసే విధానానికి శ్రీకారం చుట్టి వాళ్ళతో కూడా ఒకసారి మాట్లాడాను. అయితే ఈరోజు మనం చూసినప్పుడు దేశం మొత్తం ఫ్యూయల్లో కానీ ఎనర్జీలో కానీ ఒక రెవల్యూషనరీ చేంజెస్ వస్తున్నాయి. ఒకప్పుడు మనం కట్టెలతో పొయ్యిల్లో మంటేసుకునే పరిస్థితి. అప్పట్లోనే ఫస్ట్ టైం ఇన్ ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ we introduced LPG. That is the first time, not now. Around 95-96 we introduced LPG in Andhra Pradesh for every poor family. Today we are giving again Deepan 2 program, 3 cylinders free of cost for every BPL family. We have announced we are supplying more than 1 crore families. ఇక్కడికి వచ్చినప్పుడు ఒక స్వచ్ఛమైన సురక్షితమైన సహజ వాయువుతో నేరుగా పైప్ లైన్ ద్వారా ఇంటికి కనెక్ట్ చేయడం. ఎల్పిజి సిలిండర్లో తీసుకురావాలి, అదే గ్యాస్ అయితే నేరుగా ఇంటికి పైప్ లైన్లో వస్తుంది. సిలిండర్ కావాలంటే ఆర్డర్ ఇచ్చుకోవాలి, మళ్ళీ ఓసారి డిలే కూడా కావచ్చు. అదే సిఎన్జి అయితే నేరుగా ఇంటికే ఎప్పుడు కరెంట్ మారిగా మీరు స్విచ్ ఆన్ చేసి మీరు వాడుకుంటే మీటర్ ఉంటుంది, మీటర్ బేస్డ్గా మనం కట్టే పరిస్థితికి వస్తుంది. ఈరోజు ఏజీ&పి ప్రథమ్ ఈ గ్యాస్ చూస్తే 5 రాష్ట్రాల్లో ఎక్కువగా ఉన్నారు వీళ్ళు. రాజస్థాన్, కర్ణాటక, కేరళ, తమిళనాడు, ఆంధ్రప్రదేశ్ ఈ 5 రాష్ట్రాల్లో ఉన్నారు. ఇప్పటికే 8-10% వీళ్ళు మార్కెట్ అంతా కూడా వీళ్ళ దీంట్లో కంట్రోల్లో ఉంది. 80 లక్షల మందికి క్లీన్ గ్యాస్ ఇస్తున్నారు. దగ్గర 28 గ్యాస్ యూజ్ ఇన్ మహారాష్ట్ర ఆర్ గుజరాత్, అదర్ స్టేట్స్ అది కంట్రీ. వీఆర్ వెరీ keen to use this natural gas in Andhra Pradesh. For that we will extend all the cooperation, those who are interested to work in this direction. During 2014 and 19, I planned at that time city gas distribution in the state. 5 companies, Bhagyanagar, get all viable, though they stopped and then they went to other states. Now, as soon as I became Chief Minister, I started immediately, I reduced to 5%, which is more competitive in other states. That is the first decision I have taken. Recently, I laid the foundation in Sri City. Within 5 months, they are able to connect nearly 51 companies. They are prepared to connect nearly 250 companies in the near future, either 2-3 months' time. That is the speed they have executed. I really appreciate them. This is one area all of us has to understand now. There is a lot of changes globally. Clean energy, green energy is the order of the day. Earlier, if you see, cooking, firewood or coal, sometimes all vehicles transportation with petrol and diesel, heavy pollution, and also industries, coal, some industries, diesel, all these things, even agriculture, diesel operations, now power operations, even domestic sometimes there is no power, automatically we are shifting to generators which is used for from petrol or diesel like that. Now, world is moving towards very, very natural gas or clean energy and green energy. Recently, I have announced green energy policy. We are attracting nearly 10 lakh crores and generating employment nearly 7.5 lakh employment. That is our target we are working. 2047 Vikasit Bharat, Government of India is working. We are working Swarna Andhra Pradesh 2047. We had top 10 principles to adopt in the near future. In that, we are very clear. One is cost optimization of fuel. It may be petrol, diesel, how to reduce it, how to go for clean energy, green hydrogen, and also all vehicles, CNG, even LPG to CNG, how to go about, which is more cost effective, everything we are working. Now, green energy, if you see, recently, Honorable Prime Minister has laid the foundation Visakhapatnam, NTPC and GENCO, Green Hydrogen Project, the capital outlay nearly 1,80,000 crores. That is the scope. We have laid the foundation recently. And also, Reliance is going in a big way, biofuel, 500 places, how to do all these things, plants, nearly 60,000 crores. And also we are going Green Co. It is one of the most impressive project as on today. Solar, wind and pumped energy and all put together green energy totally. Now they are going for green hydrogen project in Kakinada Port. This is one of the best projects as on today. People are talking, but it has happened in Andhra Pradesh. That is our credibility, that is the proof of concept as on now. Now our government is working Surya Ghar and also Kusum. We have announced a policy. This is where we have announced a policy, democratization of power generation also, so that everybody can generate power, use power, and also any surplus, they can give it to grid. Sometimes any deficit, we will supply to them. Net metering will be available. That is how we are working in a big way. Now, what I wanted to impress upon you all, future is very clear. No CO2, net zero. That is the concept this government is working. Andhra Pradesh will become green energy hub in the near future. There is no doubt about it. That is where I am working. Everything net zero, how to go for waste to energy, liquid waste management, solid waste management, clean environment, green energy, and also we want to export green hydrogen products to other countries. As our friend has rightly, Mr. Gupta has rightly mentioned, Andhra Pradesh is located very strategic location. 1,000 kilometer sea coast, number of ports, nearly 11 to 12 ports we are going to have it. And also one of the most beautiful network of national highways. You can go to any district headquarters, best road network. For all these things, what I wanted to tell you, this is the best suitable place for CNG. We can connect every home, even transportation also, that is what they are doing now. We will be very happy to associate. Ultimately, every home, if you can connect, CNG, I will be very happy. Every industry, if you can connect, we will be very happy. My policy is very clear. One is cost optimization of fuel. It may be transportation, it may be domestic, it may be cooking, or it may be lighting, it may be air conditioning for all purposes, and it may be for industrialization or agriculture. Ultimately, cost is very, very important. And also, while optimizing the cost, clean energy is our policy. 100% I want to go for clean energy. That is a very clear indication. 100% we will do that. For all these things, we have given excellent policies. And at the same time, earlier I used to talk about ease of doing business. Now I am talking speed of doing business. How fast we can clear all our clearances, everything. I am very happy. Japanese friends are here. We are having very good relations with them. Even Sri City, significant Japanese companies are working with us. I really appreciate them. And I am requesting them, make Andhra Pradesh as your hub for development and also for your business operations. We are here to help you all out, and anything transparent policy we will create. Compared to here, LPG and also PNG, if you see, 15% cost reduction, that is what our people are claiming. I am very, very happy. Even 20 to 30% they are claiming, that is CNG, everything, natural gas. This is where our products should compete international market, global market. You wanted to compete global market. One is energy cost, another is logistics cost. These are all very, very important. We are working in that direction. And also pollution-free atmosphere we want to create. That also I am very happy with you to work. Here, our AG&P future plans to create employment for 10,000 people. Within 5-6 years, they are prepared to spend 10,000 crores investment in Andhra Pradesh. I welcome it. I am assuring them we will extend all the cooperation real time. Their presence as on today, Tirupati, Chittoor, Nellore, Kadapa, Annamaya, Satsai, Anantapur, these are all the districts, city gas distribution network they are having. Even now they are going gasification terminal they want to establish, they want to go in a big way. Today, we have seen just now in Anuppalli CNG mother station. That is one project they have gone. I am very happy. From there, throughout the district, we can supply gas. Nellore also, LCNG station, they have established there also. Even Krishnapatnam port, even far away, going all goods, trains everywhere, they are supplying LNG, they are doing all these things. And also in Gajulamandiyam, I am very happy, I really appreciate them. They have started skill development center, especially for youth. Gas, this is where GI plumbing, polythene, and electrofusion welding, and also so many skills they are providing which are all related, these household gas connections and everything. So with all these things, again, I am very happy to associate with this program. It is nearer to my heart. From the beginning, I am for reforms. First time in India, power sector reforms we have brought in 1999. That is the first power sector reforms in the country itself. From then onwards, there is a regulation commission, regulation commission were set up first time, and also all our distribution companies, and also, as a matter of fact, that is the first reform in the country on utilities. After that, telecom has come, roads have come, airports have come, all infrastructure has come. Today, this is the biggest sector in India which is moving reforms in energy sector. I can say one thing, on green hydrogen also, India is having abundant opportunities. One is solar, wind. Andhra Pradesh is very strategically located for pumped energy. That is another advantage. Ultimately, we have to go for battery. So these are all the things are coming for energy sector. But at the same time, CNG is having, natural gas is having so much of demand because of clean energy. So both if we can merge, then we can make Andhra Pradesh one of the most cleaner place, and also we can take green energy towards green hydrogen, and then we can export global community. That is our aim. I want to create more and more employment, and at the same time I want to reduce the cost of fuel so that I can compete my products globally. That is our determination. I am very happy. And also, for all of you, happy Sankranti also. On Sankranti, gas is also very important. CNG is also very important. And also clean gas is very important. Just now, I went to one house. Within 2 minutes, safe way, we are able to get coffee also. I prepared coffee along with them. Then we served them also. They are very happy. So these are all the trends are coming today. I am very happy to associate with this. I am appealing them. Our government is very, very friendly towards investment. Investment is very, very important. Then only we will go for industrialization and employment generation. If we develop, then only we will create wealth. If we create wealth, then only we will get more and more resources for the government to spend on welfare. That is where we are working towards the direction. Even in Andhra Pradesh, we are going for natural farming. This is one of the biggest projects we are working, no fertilizer, no pesticides, everything. Even natural farming, we are using almost all new technologies, either drone or satellite or mechanization, everything we are working, so that everywhere we are going for new technologies, where we are all talking only natural gas. I am talking about natural food also. Everybody should have natural food, no pollution, then environment should be clean, no air pollution, then we can have a better and best living standards. That is where this government is working. In this, we need more and more partners to join with us to do this type of activities. For that, I really appreciate AG and P, Pradham. Welcome to them. They are going to invest all 10,000 crores. My secretary, my ministry is here. Right away, I am assuring them we will extend all the cooperation. They asked me 1 or 2 questions or supporting them. One is LPG we are giving. Why can't you extend the subsidy for us also, so that we can provide same service 15-20% cost effective. That also we will consider, and also if necessary we will work in the direction. Second is all temples. even safe cooking through natural gas. That is what they are asking. Even we will examine that also. Wherever it is possible, we will extend all the cooperation. But my commitment is only my stakeholders, cost-effective natural gas. If you provide cost-effective compared to other fuel, I am prepared to work with you and extend all the cooperation. With this, again and again, happy Sankranti, best of luck. Everybody is coming now. So much of crowds in the villages, all roads are blocked today since 3 days. Our people are settled everywhere globally. Now most of them are coming for Sankranti festival. I welcome them. And also I am appealing them, be with your people and also your Janmabhoomi, and at the same time think future. By 2047, Telugu community globally will be #1. Once Japanese are #1 globally, they used to go anywhere, set up industries. Our people are also doing now same thing. They are the best entrepreneurs, but Japan is far ahead because of so many years. So we want to work with Japan. I always impressed Japanese culture, work ethics, and hard work. And it has become legacy. It is in our genes. Same Telugu people are working with smart. I am asking my people, don't do hard work, do smart work by using technology, and you will be the global leaders. That is what we are working. I wish all the best. Good luck. Thank you, Ananda.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. I now request Mr. Abhilash Gupta to felicitate our Honorable Chief Minister Garu, MD and CEO, AGNP Pratham. Mr. Abhilash Gupta will now felicitate and honor our Honorable Chief Minister Garu. Thank you, sir. And marking on this special occasion, I request CM Garu to present a memento to Mr. Abhilash Gupta, MD and CEO, AGNP Pratham. అలాగే జపాన్ బృందంని కూడా ముఖ్యమంత్రి గారు సత్కరిస్తారు. తాకేషి సినాహారు, ఎండి ఒసాకా గ్యాస్ ఇండియా. And I request Kazuhiro Hasumi, President, Kanauke India Private Limited. I also call upon Mr. Jitaushu Takahiro, Chairman and Managing Director, Sumitomo Corporation India Private Limited. Thank you, sir. Thank you very much. And I request Takeshi Sinaharu, MD, Osaka Gas India, to propose the vote of thanks.
Thank you very much, and namaste. We would like to thank Mr. Nara Chandrababu Naidu, Honorable Chief Minister of Andhra Pradesh, for presiding over the showcasing of AGNP and think gas, natural gas infrastructure elements, and for inaugurating our upcoming infrastructure project in Andhra Pradesh. Honorable Chief Minister, your presence today is a great inspiration for the entity like AGNP Pratham Gas team. And we would like to thank you for your vision and continuous support that you have given for the infrastructure project. A special note of thanks to you, sir, for the kind courtesy extended by you today to the Japanese consortium members represented by Earth Oil Gas, Sumitomo, and Konoike. And I would like to express our heartfelt gratitude to the Honorable Minister of Infrastructure and Investment and Road and Buildings, Honorable District in Charge Minister for Tirupati, Honorable Member of Parliament Chittor, Honorable Member of Legislative Assembly Chandragiri, and Honorable Principal Secretary to Infrastructure and Investment for taking time out of their busy schedule by participating in the grand event. We would like to extend our heartfelt gratitude to the officers in the Chief Minister's Office and District Collector of the Tirupati and his team, and Municipal Commissioner of Tirupati and her team, District Police officials, and the government officials for their continuous support to our project. I would also like to thank all the friends in media for being part of this occasion. Last but not least, I would like to thank team of AGNP Pratham for the hard work for the precious moment to celebrate our achievement and look forward to the future plant being realized with the excitement and hope. And finally, let me introduce one Japanese word, tomodachi, which is a close friend, which means a close friend. So us, AGNP, and the Japanese consortium would like to be the long-standing tomodachi into the future with Andhra Pradesh. So we thank you again, and good night, and Shirabaturi. Thank you.
Mr. Ashish Bansal, MD Pondy Oxides and Chemicals, will now present a sapling to the Honorable Chief Minister. Thank you, sir. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you very much for joining us.
Right. Hello, everyone. All right, it's fantastic to be back here in India and back here in Bengaluru. It's always unbelievable to come back and see the energy and the excitement, especially at a time like this. You know, we're perhaps entering this next phase where we're going to go from talking about AI and admiring some of the new capabilities, whether they're in infrastructure or in models, to doing things with AI that are bold and big. And that's, to me, what's really in the air when I come here and I see people excited about what's happening and what you're doing. So I want to spend, the next half hour or so just giving you at least what I see out there as the possibilities and what we at Microsoft are focused on in terms of building platforms. Because at some level, to me, Microsoft has always been fundamentally about two things. We're a platform company and we're a partner company. And even in the age of AI, that's what's going to be true. But whenever you talk about these platforms and platform shifts, I think I lost my, okay. You always need to be grounded in what's the foundational force that's driving the platform shift. In fact, when I look back even my 35 years in tech, it's been about one fundamental force, which has been Moore's Law. I always recount, Bill used to bring a bunch of us together every year and he would just literally put the Moore's Law and then what's happening with memory and say, go fill it with software. That was just the single instruction to the entire company. And it's very true even today, right? When you think about the scaling laws that are powering AI and pre-training in particular, it's really Moore's Law at work again. And it started in 2010 with DNNs and then obviously the GPUs. They inflected again perhaps with transformers just because of the efficiency of data parallelism with transformers. And what was happening perhaps of doubling of capacity every 18 months started to double every 6 months. That's really what the scaling laws were. And by the way, there's all this debate, what's happening with scaling laws for pre-training? Will they continue? Have we hit the wall? We fundamentally believe the scaling laws are absolutely still great and will work and continue to work, but they do become harder, right? As the sizes of data become higher, the parameter counts become higher, the systems problems are bigger. So these synchronous data parallel workloads are new workloads, and so therefore that'll continue. But the more interesting thing that you are now starting to see is another scaling law with the inference time or test time compute scaling law, right? I mean, at some level, pre-training had that sampling step. This is sort of always about using that sampling step more efficiently. I think I've lost the mic. Just give me a hand mic. Just give it to me. No problem. So it's about being able to scale with even inference time that I think is going to really take this to the next level. So we're very, very excited about it. I mean, O1 and Think Hard, like to me, Copilot Think Harder has become the thing that I go to all the time. And that shows not just for sampling for additional pre-training, but to be able to use it during inference time to think harder and get you better results. So I think that these are capabilities that are just going to increase ultimately three things. One is this multimodal capability that we now have as the interface to all software. Right, I recently set up, I guess there's this, I don't know what they call it, the action button, I think, on the iPhone. It's now set up to Copilot for me, and now I can sort of confidently speak in Hyderabadi Urdu to it, and it's beautiful. It understands me. It's like speaking to my high school buddies. And the fundamental idea that you can now have that familiar, simple interface with all of computing, I think is going to change every software category. Then you couple it with these planning and reasoning capabilities, right? So whenever you go to GitHub Copilot Workspace, right, that thing is invoking that ability to think about planning and executing that plan as a multi-step process, right? It's the beginnings of what is truly agentic behavior. And then the other side of it is to be able to stitch these things that are outside the system or outside of the model. Memory, context, tools use, and entitlements. So in fact, if anything, in the next 12 months, every developer is going to be really focused on how do I take my model and make it aware of the tools it can use, just beyond even function calling. How can I make sure it has the right understanding of its entitlements? How do I make sure it has memory and long-term memory? And that, to me, I think is what's going to truly help us create this rich tapestry of agents, right? When we think about agents, you stitch the multimodal capability, planning and reasoning, and memory and tools used in particular, plus entitlements. You can start building personal agents, team agents, or enterprise-wide and cross-enterprise agents. So that agentic world is what we are looking forward to sort of all building. Of course, at Microsoft, for us, it's never, quite frankly, about any of these technologies on their own. It's a means to the end, which is about empowering every person and every organization on the planet to achieve more. That's what, that sense of empowerment that this platform can provide, I think, is going to be the next level, and that's what we're really, really focused on. And to that end, we're building 3 platforms: Copilot, Copilot and AI Stack, as well as Copilot devices. And so what I want to do is just kind of give you the broad contours of what these 3 platforms all entail. The best way to conceptualize Copilot is it's the UI for AI. So one of the ways you think about, even in a very rich agentic world, remember, the AI will need to interface with us. That needs a UI layer. And that's why I think this organizing layer of Copilot becomes even more important in a world where there are many, many agents doing autonomous work. I think that's the best way to think about it. Now, the approach we have taken is to build in the Copilot into the existing workflow. One of the best examples I've seen, quite frankly, is one of the high-stakes things of knowledge work, right? So here, there's a doctor, she's getting ready for a tumor board meeting, right? Think about a tumor board meeting. It's a high-stakes meeting. That means you would have had to read all of the reports, know exactly how much time to spend on each one. So that means the creation of the agenda is a reasoning task. So it creates an agenda which knows which one is the more complicated case that needs more time. Then you go into a Teams meeting. So all these doctors are now having a conversation on all the cases. They're able to focus on the case as opposed to taking notes, because there's an AI that's taking detailed notes on all of it. Then at the end of it, she's a teaching doctor, right? So she wants to be able to take what happened in the tumor board, go to class. And so that means she's able to take the notes, putting into Word, from Word to PowerPoint, go to the class. That's simple workflow, right? That doctors everywhere are doing, that has impact on lives, can be enabled with AI just being built into the workflow. So that's just a good example of sort of how to think about AI being infused into current workflow. Now let's take it to the next step. Now with Pages and Chat, with web and work scope, I think it's sort of completely about thinking of new types of workflows, right? Fundamentally, I'm now able to access information, whether it's web information or it's information inside of my Microsoft 365 graph, right? One query at a time, I can go get back all the data. I can then promote that data into this interactive AI-first canvas called Pages. And once I have it in Pages, I can then use Copilot inline in Pages to keep modifying it. And I sort of use this as a metaphor where I'm thinking with AI and I'm working with my colleagues, right? So think about that. Like, that's the new workflow where I think with AI, I promote things into Pages, I invite others, I collaborate with others, and by the way, AI is present even on that canvas. So Chat plus Pages is going to become this new AI hub for, just like how Word, Excel, PowerPoint back in the day changed how I worked, now Chat plus Pages will be a new module that effectively enhances how you work with AI. Now, we're not obviously stopping there. the next thing that we are thinking about is, extensibility. So how do you extend AI going forward? It starts with something called Copilot Actions. For those of you who are big users of Outlook rules, which I was for a long time, until the complexity was too much, think of it as rules for the AI age, but they don't work one app at a time. They work across the entire M365 system. So that's the beauty of action. So if you think about so much of our workflow is gathering information, distributing information. It's about connecting people to artifact, to other people, to other artifacts, right? That's a lot of what knowledge work is all about. I can now set these up essentially as Copilot actions. So that's the first extensibility. Now, of course, you can build full agents. And we ourselves are building many of these agents that have scopes, right, at group level, process level, right? You can have a project agent. We have agents that are working inside of teams, like an interpreter, like a facilitator. This is just like having an additional team member that is helping you with your tasks inside of your team. SharePoint, in fact, every SharePoint now has an agent. And so think of it as an intelligence layer on top of SharePoint that's just built in. So I just wanted to roll a video to give you a flavor for these agents that are being built in M365.
New agents in Microsoft 365 are transforming how humans and AI collaborate. Meet agents in SharePoint, which unlock high-value insights that are connected to your organization's documents. Created with just a few clicks, these agents enhance knowledge sharing. They can be customized with additional data sources in Copilot Studio and can be shared anywhere like a Teams chat. Next is the Facilitator agent, joining meetings to manage tasks like the agenda, real-time notes, and action items, allowing the team to stay focused on the discussion. And the Facilitator agent can also streamline communication in chats by providing real-time summaries and responding to questions so the team can focus on what matters. With the new Interpreter agent, language barriers are a thing of the past, enabling real-time speech interpretation so everyone can speak and listen in different languages.
Thoughts from marketing about the upcoming campaign. If we get a game plan, we can aim that. 내놓는 것을 목표로 할 수 있을 겁니다.
And the Project Manager agent creates project plans, assigns tasks, and even completes them on behalf of the team, keeping everyone informed and collaborating effectively. Finally, for specialized business processes in HR and IT, the new Employee Self-Service agent in Copilot Business Chat enables employees to get instant answers and take action, such as logging a help desk ticket. And it can be customized in Copilot Studio using pre-built workflows and more. New agents in Microsoft 365, supercharging productivity to reinvent how work gets done.
So that's just an example of essentially agents that we have built into the system. But the real exciting thing is, of course, you all being able to build agents. And that's where Copilot Studio comes in. And our vision with Copilot Studio is simple. This is the low-code, no-code tool for building agents. So think of it like when you had Excel and you could build spreadsheets. To us, building agents should be as simple as building spreadsheets. So Copilot Studio is about helping every one of us to have real agency to shape and reshape the workflows around what we are doing as knowledge work. That's essentially what we want to be able to. It's a swarm of agents around what we do that is helping us get work done, create more flow, less drudgery. And Copilot Studio, like take something like field service, right? It's as simple as first giving it a prompt, giving it the instructions on what the agent is all about. Then it's about grounding it in knowledge sources. Like in this case, it's about pointing it to the right SharePoint source. And then once you do that, it just creates an agent out of the box for you. Right? So that simplicity of being able to create agents that are essentially low-code, no-code programmable is what we're doing with Copilot Studio. So now that you have this Copilot UI for AI, you have the ability to extend it with actions, you have the ability to use agents that are built in and build your own agents. You have a complete system. Now the question is ROI and measurement. Because that's the other question, right? Which is, okay, because one of the fundamental things we want to also ensure is that there's real motivation for change. After all, what am I doing that is better, that is helping improve not only my own productivity, but my organization's outcome? And that's where this measurement comes in. And we're building out these Copilot analytics so that every individual is not just a top-down thing, right? A sales territory manager can now go in and take an output metric, something like increased sales, increased yield, and correlate it back to specific usage of all of these Copilot features. So to me, that's another one that drives the adoption cycle. So you're not waiting, but you're able to see in real time how, with increased usage, you're able to drive business results. So that's really the first platform we're building. Copilot as the UI for AI, with extensibility and measurement. Now, we're already seeing fantastic results. Inside of Microsoft, basically we are baking in double-digit strong improvements to productivity across every business process: customer service, HR self-service, IT ops, finance, supply chain, marketing, right? I mean, think about marketing where there is, there's sophistication in buying, but there is a lot of places where there's a lot of inefficiency around content creation. There's massive amount of leverage and operating leverage we get there. So significant use cases across the length and breadth of our own company. And of course, when I come even to India and I get a chance to meet with everyone here, it's no longer, the diffusion is so fast, right? It's no longer about waiting multiple years before it becomes mainstream. I learn a lot by watching many of you deploy this at scale. In fact, this morning I had a chance to talk to folks at Cognizant. They were telling me about how they've deployed it across the entire sort of employee base. The knowledge turns. One of the things that Andy Grove way back in the 90s used to talk about was knowledge turns, which was about being able to create knowledge fast and really be able to then diffuse that knowledge, right? That's what, just like supply chain turns, people talk about them inside of retail. This is about knowledge turns in any knowledge industry. And another one example was what Persistent is doing. They built a contract management essentially agent. In fact, you can just go address it at Persistent, whatever, contract AI, inside a Copilot. You can get access to it, and that agent is available to you throughout the entire life cycle of a contract management, where even a single change can have significant impact. So these are just couple of examples of people already deploying this Copilot system at enterprise scale. So now I want to talk about the next platform, which is the Copilot stack and the AI platform. Now, to us, we've always conceptualized and built Azure as the world's computer. We continue to be super committed to it because one of the fundamental realizations is AI doesn't sit on its own, right? It requires the entire compute stack. And so we are building that out at a worldwide level. We have 60 plus regions. We have 300 plus data centers around the world. In India, we're excited about all the the regions we have, right? We have Central India, South India, West India, and then we also have the capacity that we built up with Geo. So we have a lot of regional expansion happening, and I'm really excited today to announce the single largest expansion we've ever done in India by putting $3 billion additional dollars to expand our Azure capacity. I had a chance to meet the Prime Minister Modi ji yesterday. It was fantastic. It was great to listen to all his examples. Yeah, his vision around how he wants to drive through AI mission. But it's that combination of really the yojanas he has, the India stack, the entrepreneurial energy in this country, and the demographics, both on the consumer and the business side, that is all getting into a virtuous cycle. So that's why we feel fantastic about bringing core compute capability for the next generation AI. And so now, with infrastructure, there is, in some sense, a new formula for, quite frankly, for any country or for any company. I think of that formula as tokens per dollar per watt. That's it. Tokens per dollar per watt, right? For 2 years from now, 5 years from now, 10 years from now, we will be talking about the correlation, quite frankly, between GDP growth in any community, in any country, in any industry, or even in a company level, fundamentally their own growth, on how efficiently are they able to drive that equation. And to that end, that means infrastructure needs to be the highest priority. And we are innovating in every layer of it, right? Think about it. At the data center level, like these data centers are just, everything from how we think about even the construction of a data center that is optimized for liquid cool AI accelerators is a new engineering feat. And so that's what we're doing. Everything from how do we then work with upstream from us with renewable energy folks to get onto the grid base load that comes to our data centers that then has the right cooling infrastructure with zero waste and zero water usage. How do we really make sure all of that gets built into at a system level? And then, of course, silicon innovation. We're innovating with NVIDIA. In fact, today, I think we have our first GB200 clusters up live in one of our data centers. Very excited about what that would mean. We are then also working with AMD. We are building out our infrastructure we are building our own silicon with Maya. All of these, in fact, Maya today is taking a lot of the customer service traffic in Microsoft.com. So we are building, I would say, world-class AI accelerator infrastructure, but the entire system stack above it, optimized for training, optimizing the kernels for inferencing. So that is significant investment and innovation that's happening through us, our partners, and so we're very excited. In fact, I think of this as the golden age for systems when it comes to innovation. Now, if you have the infrastructure, the next big consideration, in fact, today I met many partners, many customers. The first thing everybody wants to talk about is, it's fantastic, we're talking about AI, but how do I get my data in shape, right? I mean, data is the only way to create AI. It's not just for the pre-training, right? We know for RAG you need data for post-training. You need data for doing sampling, for doing inference time compute to improve pre-training. So data pipelines and data is everything. And so the first thing to do is to rendezvous the data with the cloud. And that's where we are building out our data estate such that you can bring all of your data, right? So you can bring, whether it's Snowflake, whether it's Databricks, whether it's Oracle, whether it's our own SQL, what have you, bring it to the cloud. We have fantastic operational stores that are being plumbed for AI, right? Whether it's Cosmos DB or whether it is SQL Hyperscale or Fabric for analytic workloads. All of these are AI ready. In fact, if you look at even ChatGPT, they are some of the biggest users of Cosmos DB. Because where's their stateful applications, right? Where is all the user state of ChatGPT? It's in Cosmos. So to me, the data layer is a super important layer, and we are doing everything to make sure that we can help get the data in shape for you to be able to then use in conjunction with these models and to build models. Those are the two things, right? There is models that are being trained on the data, but you're also doing things like retrieval augmented generation using data. And so that's sort of why the proximity on the data gravity is a huge, locality of data will matter. Now, once you have the infrastructure and data, the third thing you have to do is to have the AI app server. In fact, if you look back, when the web happened, what did we do? We built IIS as the app server. When the cloud happened, what did we do? We started building the cloud app